What's up everybody, it's Jeremy from Weldtec Designs, and today I have a killer motorhome for you. This is a 2018 Thor Vegas, and when these things come into the shop completely stock, you almost want to pull your hair out, and maybe that's why I have none left whatsoever. So there are a ton of things that I'm going to go over and teach you about in this video, all the cool upgrades that we did. Maybe you want to get a better ride out of your motorhome. Well, you're in the right place to learn all about that here at Weldtec Designs. And if this is your first time here at the channel, I want to welcome you and say, hey, what's up? I'm Jeremy Johnson, the founder of Weldtec Designs, and I love teaching you guys about suspension and all the things that you can do to properly make your RV drive amazing. So without further ado, you hit the subscribe button, you smash that notifications because you want to come hang out with me more. So let's dive into this. Look at this 2018 Thor Vegas. When it came in, it sat so low to the ground, so low that when pulling into the parking lot, this almost completely drug where the entry step is on the side of it. Now I know these things also sit really low in the back and they want to drag, and really the goal is to have you be able to be driven further, get out and enjoy all the places that you want to see with your new motorhome. So with this, we're gonna do a bunch of upgrades. We did, first of all, let's start with the big thing. You can see that this motorhome sits higher. It has more ground clearance, and the way that we achieve that is by doing a 6-inch suspension kit. Now, what's great about this 6-inch suspension kit is it's properly designed for the weight of your motorhome. That's the big key factor in this, because most of these coaches are not built for the weight of your motorhome. It's just a chassis, it's a generic chassis, and then the RV manufacturer dumps a body on it, a house essentially, and says, here you go, hit the road, have fun. At Weldtec Designs, we take a different approach to it. We actually weigh your motorhome. We put rear springs in it that are going to be to the weight of your RV. And we talk about all of these things in our 5C video that really kind of breaks down what we're doing at a core. I'll put a card right here. You can go click that, check out the 5C video. So in the rear, we did progressive leaf springs. That's going to give you all the height out of it. It's also going to give you an amazing ride. And one of the biggest questions that I get constantly is, if I do this suspension on here, am I still going to need to run heavy duty sway bars? And the answer to that is no, never. Not with any of our kits on the Class C or even the Class A motorhomes are we going to a heavier duty sway bar. With the spring that's actually built to the weight, the vehicle's going to drive and sit amazing. Then we're adding Fox shocks to the rear of it to completely control the ride. And this is a 2.0 gas pressured shock. Now let's move to the front of this and talk about what we did up here in the front. So first, we do modified beams in the front. We do an extended radius arm, which is going to be more than 9 inches longer than the factory one. What's also important about this radius arm is it puts additional caster into the vehicle, helping you go straight when you're driving down the highway at 70 miles an hour. And if you can't do that and you have the white knuckle feeling, well, even more reason to reach out to Weldtec Designs. We do a heavier duty coil spring. That's also going to give us the lift. And then to top it all off, we're adding Fox shocks to the front of this. And just when you thought we were completely done, no, we didn't stop there. We also added a Fox steering stabilizer to the front of it. And now what's great about this is whether you have a stock coach or you have a lifted coach, our steering stabilizer is going to work perfectly on any of the coaches, and that is really nice. So if you're thinking, well, hey, I need to do something, this coach drives horrible, well, we can start you off with one of our HTR kits, which is front and rear Fox shocks and a steering stabilizer. Steering stabilizers make a huge difference on this. So now that we've told you all that we've done on the suspension, well, now that we have this lift, let me tell you what else we can do. Well, now we can run bigger tires. Of course you want to run bigger tires. How awesome does this look? We went to a 235/85/16 BFG tire to give this more ground clearance, that more aggressive look, and better tread if you're going to be hitting the highway. Now don't worry, even if you're if you're going off the highway, even if you're on the highway, these tires still drive amazing and don't create a lot of noise. Now, yes, the chrome is okay on here, but you know, with a custom wrap like this, we had to do a little bit more. So we blacked out the hubcaps on this to give it a really nice custom look. And you know what? If you've ever had to put air in your motorhome tires, you know what a pain it is. So we added the valve stem extensions to the rear of this, making it really easy if you ever need to air up or air down your tires, you're gonna have easy access to that. Well, that's it, right? You would think, like, what else could you do? You did suspension on it, you did bigger tires, you did hubcaps, valve stem extensions. Well, hey, we didn't stop there, because you know what? We want you to enjoy your trip in this, and we don't want you stuck on the side of the road. So we did our awesome grill guard. This is going to give you more protection up in the front, because if you ever hit one of those crazy animals that decide they want to run across the highway in the middle of the night while you're driving, well, that's going to help protect your front end. And you know what else we did in the front to continue to protect the front end is the radiator grill guard. What this is a really nice expanded extruded aluminum that mounts up behind your hood. What this is going to do is prevent large rocks or debris from hitting your radiator, rendering your vehicle useless on the side of the road. So a lot of protection up front. Now, one of the worst things about this motorhome is the lack of storage. I feel like none of the compartments are big enough for the things that I want to put in it. And then you know what? Here's a big thing that you probably didn't realize either. Your Thor Access or Vegas doesn't even come with a spare tire. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, can you believe that? You're gonna be hitting the highway. The last thing you wanna be is stranded on the side of the road without a spare tire. So we've added our backpack to the rear of this motorhome. It's gonna hold a full-size spare, which is going to be really nice. And we talked about that all-important storage. Well, we've added a storage box to the back of this as well, because you know, there's just some stuff you don't want in the coach. You don't want it in a compartment. Maybe you wanna put tools, dirty, you know, stuff in the back of it. Do whatever you want, but this is going to give you a lot more storage on the back of your motorhome, which is going to be key. Well, that's all that we did. Can you believe it? That's it. Just a couple of small modifications to your motorhome, right? Well, take a look at this thing, completely customized it. And now here's the biggest thing. As cool as this motorhome looks, which is on like a pretty high level, the best part about it is going to be how it drives. This coach is going to drive amazing on the highway. It's going to get you to wherever you want to go. It's going to have the ground clearance to get into the gas station or that favorite off-grid camping spot. So that's one of the big takeaways from this. And if you have more questions, that's what that awesome comment section is for below. I'll also put links in there so that if you want to check out in detail any of the products that we put on this coach, you can see it there as well. Well, man, that was a mouthful. I think I'm gonna need to go get a coffee after that one. I would love to hear what you guys think. Again, thanks for subscribing to the channel. I do these videos every week. I love teaching you guys about motorhomes and the things that you can do to make your motorhome driven further. If you have any more questions, leave them down below, guys. Otherwise, I'm Jeremy from Weldtec Designs, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.